GK, everything looks good on my side. Hopefully, this time I don't yawn because it's really annoying. Let's zoom in so I can see. So, today is a day in like Robert's life. Okay, this is, I haven't actually checked how many pages there are. Just doing this so that the pages can load quickly. Okay, so 220, 122, sorry. Grammar. And it's 8 pages again. Okay. Roboto-san. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly. I feel like I am, but because it's katakana, I feel like I'm saying it wrong. San Tsuki no pe pe ji o yon de kudasai. Yon de kudasai. Robert, please read the next page. Okay. Roboto-san o oki te kudasai. Kurasu desu. Ne te wa wa hai wa ike masen yo masen yo. See, this is the parts where I start because this could be a word, this could be a word, that could be a word, that could be a word. So like, I feel like obviously once I know a lot more, uh, this would be a lot easier to identify if this is, though granted, if I knew what this word was, I would know that this is most likely a particular. So then that is a word, ikemasen. So uh, I gather there is a certain level of understanding to be able to read sentences properly. Robert, please wake up. You cannot sleep in class. Sensei, kyo ka shu, kyo ka shu, sho, kyo ka sho, kyo ka sho o watsuri wasure mashita. Watsure mashita. Miss what? Yamashita. I forgot to bring the textbook. Okay. Kyosho o mo te ki te kudasai ne. Mainichi Mainichi tsuka I mascara. So I like I'm this one's a bit tricky on where what it means. So I'm assuming saying it all together at once helps, but then I'm still getting the problem with one word ends and when another word begins. Imasukara. I understand. I'm sorry. All right. Oh wait. Please bring your textbook with you. We use it every day. Hi. Sumimasen. Uh, I understand. I'm sorry. Okay. Roboto-san, kyo wa tai hen de shita ne. Taihen de shitane, which is Robert. You had a hard time today. E oto de Susan no me to no noto o karite mo れてもいいですか？もういいですか? Okay, yes. May I borrow your notebook later? Su, uh,いいですよ. Yes. ありがとう。すぐ返します。します. Thank you. I will return it soon. ラバトさん、明日テストがあります。ありますよ。ありますよ。ありますよ. Which is, Robert, we have a test tomorrow. Robert can't catch a break. え、え、え、え、え。ほ、本当本当ですか? Really? There we go. ロバートさん、金金曜日に休み、休みましたからね。ましたからね。からね. Which is, yes, you were absent from the class last Friday. That why you did not know about it. じゃあ、じゃあ、じゃあ、今日は家に帰って勉強します. Yeah, that I did not say any of these sentences with any great certainty. Okay, where was I? I understand. Oh no, it's the wrong one. Well then, I go home and study today. I'll go home and study today. すみません。このバスはしみ、み、み、ん viewing へいへきますか行きますか行きますかへ行きますかしみ、しみん viewing へ行きますか Something bus. Excuse me, does this bus go to the city hospital? 行きますよ。おば、おばあさん、おばさん、おばさん、どうぞ座ってください。どうぞ座ってください. Yes, it does. Take this seat, ma'am. Grandmother. Grandmother, I think, was it? Not one. Yeah, Obasan. And then Ojasan is old man or grandfather. Ie, ke, ko des. Ke, ko des. Su, gu, o, ri, mas, kara. Su, ku, o, ri, mas, kara. Su, gu, o, ri, mas, kara. See, if I like, I'll try. If I feel like I can say the sentence somewhat fluently, I will. If it's struggling with it a bit too much, and I know that I'm just gonna keep pausing and like breaking up into characters at a time, I'm probably gonna skip it. But otherwise, I am gonna try to say the sentences correctly. That is the entire reason I'm redoing this lesson, is because I didn't say these sentences 100%. I'm still not saying them 100%, but some sentences I struggled with. I feel like I'm saying better. Okay, which was it? No, thank you. I will get off soon. So desu ka? Ja ni mo to uh, ni mo tsu. This is mono, right? Character for mono. Motsu o mochi ma shoka. Mochi ma shoka. Okay. Mochi ma shoka ni motsu o ma. Ni motsu o mochi ma shoka. Why did I freeze this? Ni motsu mo. Ni motsu o mochi ma shoka. See, I can know I can say this correctly, but I'm just saying it so robotically in a sense. Ni mo tsu. See, ni mo tsu mo. See, ni mo tsu o mochi ma shoka. Ni mo tsu o mochi shoka. Ma shoka. Ma shoka. Ma shoka. Chi ma shoka. Mochi mashoka. Shoka. O mochi. O mochi mashoka. Ni motsu o moshoka. I just can't say it correctly. It's a bit annoying. Okay, which is that right? Is that so? Then I shall carry your bag. What? Why does it say bag? Uh, okay, I'm assuming, but carry your bag is, I'm assuming, carry is this one, so that ni motsu is bag. And this is like this would be let's carry, I'm not sure. Because sure, if I'm not mistaken, last episode said let's. I can actually check it. Nope, I can't. It's way too far. No. No. Yes, no. It's, yeah, it's a long way away. It's not like what, 10 pages away? Last line is a domo domo sumimasen. Domo sumimasen. Domo sumimasen. Thank you. Okay. Moving on to money. Vocabulary. Okane. Okane. Money. Oba-san. Grandmother, old woman. So I was right. Thought I was being rude by just thinking that meant this, but seems I was not wrong in assuming that. Ofuro. 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 I am butchering these words without mercy. Ofuro is both kanji. Kanji. Kyoukasho. 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 Where was I? Okay, let's actually be a little bit. Kyoukasho. Just to add a little bit of variety to my title instead of just being English. And then it would make sense because I literally just learned textbook. Kon 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 konshu this week. Konshu. I remember from Duolingo, but seems I've forgotten. Konshu. I said sure. Oopsie. She me your municipal hospital. Okay, let's see if I can type this correctly. Shin. No, really got it wrong. Ming viewing. What did I spell wrong? No, I spelled it all right. Why is it? Why is it not? Shiming viewing municipal hospital. Okay. Tsuki next. Terebi game. Television video game. Denki electricity. We didn't Denki, and then it was what? So wait, let's. Okay, this one I'm gonna because I know exactly where to look for this. Okay, Denki. There we go. Denki. Denki. No? Denki. Am I saying it wrong? Huh? I'm confused. I've always been saying something. No, it's de, and then the other K becomes a de as well, right? Right? Denki. Electricity. And then what? Healthy. Health, no? Healthy. How do you spell healthy? Healthy? New. Healthy. Out. Health. I don't know how to spell healthy. So then it's. Okay, I don't know. How do I not know how to spell healthy? Health? That's right. I was right. But it's giving me another word that doesn't matter. I am getting distracted on other things. Okay, Denki, which means okay. So, but obviously the first character is different, which is good, but they sound the same, if I'm not mistaken. Denki. I'm confused. Denshu. 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 Denshu's train. That's one area. Red wine? What? Traditional training? Am I? Have I been seeing? Huh? No, that's Sha. Sorry, that's Sha. Densha. Train. Densha. Densha. Okay. Nimotsu. Nimotsu. Oh, baggage. Baggage. And then okay, and now I'm trying to look at all the characters as well to try to like see where get some of them used, and then I can like, oh, I know this character, I know this character. Uh, some of them are really confusing. Okay, page, pa, page, page. Yeah, that I'm pretty sure I've said correctly. Let me translate from English to Japanese, which would make it way easier to know if I say it correctly. Page, page. Okay, there we go. Okay, mado, window. Yoru, 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 night, yoru, night. Raishu, next week. Rainen, next year. Taihen, tough. Asofu, oh no, bu. Asobu, to play, to spend time pleasantly. Isogu, to hurry. Isogu, what? Busy is what, right? Busy. I know I've heard the first bit first. Isogashi. So it's gu is in a hurry. Gashi is busy. Okay. Remember that? Ofuro. Ofuro ni. No. Ofuro ni hairu. Okay. Ofuro ni haru. There we go. Ofuro ni become obsolete. Yeah. Did I spell it correctly? Yes, I did. So, as long as the spelling is right. Ofuri ni hairu. Yeah, not doing a good job there. It's only been almost been a half an hour, and I've still haven't done that much. That's actually crazy. Usually, I'm like in the grammar bit at this point. Kaesu, 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 kaesu. Return. Kaesu. To return. Kesu, kesu, kesu. Erase. Ketsu, to erase. There we go. Shine. Shine? No. Yes. Shine, to die. I feel like I've heard shine and die in the same sentence. Shine, huh? Nope. Is it me? I feel like I'm got. I would have assumed tightly. Nope. Okay, it's time I go to the character board and see which character it is. It's me, no. Is it ne? Nu? Ne. Okay, so it's not ne, it's nu. Okay, I was so wrong. Nu. Die, there we go. She knew. There we go. Okay, I haven't seen that symbol in a while, so though I do feel like I might have seen it before and thought it was Nen or something else. Suwaru. 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 To sit down. Tatsu. Tatsu. To stand. Tatsu. Tatsu. Tabako. Tabako. O. Su. Tabako. O. Su. To smoke. Although, that's interesting. I've never seen that. That now throws me off a little bit. I'm assuming it's still, there's a particular in that, even in this case. It's a little bit weird. Because, like, I don't know if. I think this is the only time I've noticed that there's a particular in the vocabulary bit, especially in the middle-ish. When I'm getting distracted on things at every turn. Okay. Tsuka ka tsukau. To use, okay? Let's see if I can say this correctly. Tsukau. Okay. I do feel like I'm kind of saying these correctly a little bit better than I used to. Though I do, like, I felt like I said that one earlier, but I felt like I said it wrong, but then listening to it from Google Translate felt like I said it right. I'm not sure. Te tsu dao. Te tsu dao. To help. Okay, this one I definitely did not say. What character was it? Te. Te. Te tsu dao. Nope. Help. Okay. Tetsu dao. Tetsu dao. Okay. To help. Okay. I don't know when it was. I think it was on Anki, one of the lessons, that some characters, like this one, for example, made me think that kanji characters sometimes have other, like, have things put together and stuff. Like, I'm not sure which one it was I'm thinking about, but like I can see mu, which I learned in the Anki lesson, and then the I think so. Yeah, and then I don't know what that top bit is, so I'm trying to break it down into three separate parts, which probably is wrong, but that might be even correct. I'm just getting distracted every single second, and I don't know why. Okay, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that one first. Because it is going to. Is it to enter? To enter. To enter. Hairu. Hairu. Motsu. Motsu. To carry. Ya. Yatsumu. Yatsumi. What? To be absent. Yasumu. Oh, no, no. There we go. Rest. Yasumu. Yasumu. There we go. Okay. To rest. Akeru. To open. O. O. Shieru. Oshiru. Oshiru. Oshieru. To teach. Oriru. 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 Get off. Oriru. Kaeru. To borrow. Kaeru. Did I say that right? Hopefully I did. Kairu. Kariru. Shi mo mu ru shi muru. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's yeah. It is. It's Shi. Meru. Too close. And what did I spell it? Yeah, it is. Shimeru. Huh? Shimeru. I don't think I'm saying that one right. Tsuke, tsukeru, to turn on. Uh, denwa, denwa. Okay, there's another particular. Denwa o kakeru, kakeru. Denwa o kakeru, denwa o kakeru. Denwa, denwa o kakeru. I don't know why the last little bit is tricking me up. To make a phone call. Had a feeling. Watsureru. Ugh. Wa Watsureru. Watsu. Okay. Su. Da, 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 da. Watsureru. Watsureru. To forget. Irregular. Okay, irregular. Okay, so this is Ru which e, wa, no, e, 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 e. Okay, and then this is u verbs. Okay, o, fu, obu, obu, ogu, iru, eru, etsu. Sorry, esu. Wait, esu, kesu, shi, shinu, shinu, waru, oh, tai, tsu, 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 kau, tau. Okay, I'm just trying to like see if I can figure something out, but all that I know is I'm confused. And that I can say with certain to bring home to tsurete kuru. Okay, what the hell was that? Tsure. Ugh, damn it. Tsure te kuru. Was that right? Bring, yes. Tsurete kuru. Tsute. I think what's the problem is I can't really speak fast without breaks. I'm not sure because I felt like I could say this one, but then I struggled. Tsu, see, I'm getting tongue twisted out of nowhere. Tsurete kuru. Why am I? Oh, okay, this is seeming to become a big habit now. Well, I need to break it somehow. Tsurete kuru. Tsute, tsurete kuru. Tsurete kuru. Okay, I think that's as best as I can get it there. Okay, motekuru. Why did I? Motekuru. There we go. Motekuru. Mo te. Ah, that's what no, it's bring again. To bring it. Mo te kuru. Why am I struggling with ku all of a sudden now? Sounds like I'm not pronouncing it with enough force. Feels like I'm subconsciously holding myself back so I don't pronounce it wrong. I don't know. It's just how it feels to me. Otode. Otode. No, not otode. Atode. 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 Ah, atode. Okay. Hopefully I said that later on. Osuko. Ku. Osuku. Osoku. Osoku. Or something later. Osoku. Osoku. Kara. Because. Keiko desu. Keiko desu. Keiko desu. Keiko desu. Keiko desu. Keiko desu. I'm trying to get that like the loop like this correct. Like I'm trying to. I feel like there is a slight pause, but not too much of a pause. It's a bit. So I'm trying to get a little bit of practice in every time. Keiko desu. Because I can say this sentence somewhat correctly. I'm just trying to get that break. Keiko desu. Keiko desu. Let's see if I'm even saying it correctly. That would be fine. That wouldn't be necessary. Okay. Keiko desu. Keiko desu. Okay. Sugu. That's right away. Sugu. Sugu. Right? Sugu. Genki. Genki is healthy and energetic. Genki. I'm not Denki. What I was talking about? Ugh. No wonder I was so confused because I wasn't even saying it correctly. K doesn't become de, it becomes ke. It's taken me this long to realize that I've been saying Denki wrong. Or Denki for healthy and energetic. Genki is healthy and energetic. Denki is electricity. Okay. Sugu immediately. Right? Slowly, leisurely, and hurry. Wait, no. Right away. There we go. Honto desu ka? Honto desu ka? Really? That's this one I'm going to need help with. Is that you? Yeah. You. Something what? What is it? Yukuri. Yukuri. Yes. Yukuri. Yukuri. Okay. Finally, moving on to the grammar, which seems to be the worst part of me. Ooh, it's not going good. All honestly, like it's taking me 40 minutes to get past the vocabulary, which usually it takes me 20 minutes to. Okay. Grammar. Forms. Okay. The main topic of this lesson. Okay. Please do not yawn. Do not want to yawn. Okay. This moment. The main topic of this lesson is a new conjugation of verbs called the forms. Forms are a very important part of Japanese grammar. In this lesson, we will learn among their various uses to use them in. What? We will learn among their various uses to use them in. Okay. Making requests to use them in. Making requests, please. Giving and asking for permission. May I? Stating that something is forbidden, you must not. Forming a sentence that describes two events or activities. I do didn't I did this and didn't I did this and did that. Okay, I do remember that, but the conjugation Google Translate is right here. How do I say this word? Paradigm. I said paradigm. Paradigm. Paradigm? Really? Does not sound right. Mm. I prefer paradigm, whatever that means. The conjugations paradigm, it feels so weird, of te forms is familiar is familiar complex. Familiar. Where's the M? And I can't even say it. Fairly complex. As we need to learn separate rules for ru, u, and irregular verbs. Furthermore, the rule for u verbs is divided into five subrules. First, with ru verbs, the rule is very simple. Take ru off and add te. Very simple that I can remember. Ru, taberu, tabete, tabete. U verbs come in several groups based on the final syllable of their dictionary forms. Where's one? Okay, I need to really pay attention to the little. Eh? It says one. Where's one now? So, oh, there's one. U. Okay, I didn't actually read this. U verbs with final u, tu, and ru, o, u, o, o, te, ate, sorry, at, au, ate, ma, tsu, mate. Okay. As we discussed in lesson 3, some verbs that end with the hiragana uru and uru verbs and some others are u verbs. This rule of thumb for determining which verb is which it is to examine which is which verb is to examine the vowel before the following syllable. The vowel before the following syllable. If the vowel is a or u, the verb without exception is u verbs. If the vowel is either I or a, the verb can either can be either an u verb or a ru verb. Statistically speaking, there are many more ru verbs than u verbs in the e, ru, and eru camp, but they are mainly many there, but there's but there are many important verbs in the minority, such as hairu to enter and kaeru to return. Okay, so I remember this from a few weeks ago. So this seems to be took me a long time to get to this point, but yeah, because I remember this exact paragraph. Okay, aru, oru, uru, always u verbs, iru, eru, often but not always ru verbs. As far as te forms are concerned, we observe the u verbs that end with ru will have. We observe that u verbs that end with ru will have a small to ru verbs that end with ru do not. Okay. Uh, okay. So if it has a small to, it's a u verb. If it doesn't, it is a ru verb. Okay. That seems very easy. Okay, where was I? U verbs with okay. U verbs with final mu more mu mu yeah mu bu and nu ne nu. I think that's nu. I think that's literally the word I struggled with a little bit earlier today. Nu. It is indeed nu. Could have told from the fact that it's a u. Nu. Okay, so this is to ru. So to te to te. That's a u verb. Okay, so this is u verbs. Eh? Is it? Yeah, this is a u verb. Okay. Okay, I think based off of this, I'm going to do any practice that involves this bit, just so I can keep it in my mind. Because if I forget this, I'm going to be in big trouble. U verbs with final u's. Okay. Yomu, yonde, yonde. O so bu, osobu, o so de. Why am I saying o? A so de, a so be. What? Asobu, 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 asonde, asone, asonde, asone, asonde. Okay. Asonde, de, asonde. Okay, asonde, asonde. She knew to die or dead, die. She knew, she knew. Shinde, 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 and then just die. Yes, I was correct. Okay. Uh, U verbs with the final ku. Kaku, ka, kai, kaite, kaite. Is that right? Kaite, kaite, kai, kaite, kaite. Okay, she does pronounce it a little bit. Kaite. Okay. I don't know if that helped. There is an important exception in this class. Kiku, kiku, iku, 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 ite, ite, ite. Really? Isn't it iki? Okay. Assuming this is based off on the sentence that is following and afterwards. U verbs with the final gu. So we're doing u verbs here. Okay. U verbs with the final u gu. Also gu. Also gu. Also ide. Also de. Also oyogu. 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 Oyoide. Oyo. Oyoide. Oyoide. It's to swim. More swim. U verbs with the final su. Now, hanasu, hanashimasu, hanashite, hanashite. Okay, this one I can feel like I can say fairly confidently. The irregular verbs suru and kuru are compound verbs built with them. What? The irregular verbs suru and kuru and compound verbs built with them. conjugate as followed. Irregular verbs: suru, shite, shite, kuru, kiru, kite, kite. Note that te forms and stems the following the forms you find before mas and total are totally different constructions in the u verb camp. Why am I struggling reading English today? A common mistake is to assume that the simple par- paradigm. What was the word again? Par, paradigm. Paradigm. Okay, it seems a little bit more natural now, but still a bit weird. Provided by the root verbs tabete, and tabemas, covers the u verbs also, thus coming up with unwarranted forms such as a aite, si aitemas, and yomite, si yomimas. It is probably easier at this stage of learning to memorize each verb as a set, as in ka, ku and kimas and kaite. Okay, I'm just going to move along, pretend like I understood that, but then to apply the conjugation, see, memorize the sets as in, then to apply the conjugation rules on the spot, referring to the verbs conjugations tables at the end of this volume. Okay, what would I hopefully can maybe find a Anki flashcard that can help me with like stuff like this, because yeah, I'm not gonna remember anything mostly if I don't have it other something that I can use it on a daily basis. Use a use a verbal te form together with kudasai. Use a verbal te form together with kudasai to make a polite request to another person. Please do for me. Kyo kyoukasho kyoukasho no te te u tepu 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 ki o kite kudasai. Kite kudasai. Kyo ka kyoukasho kyoukasho no tepu o kite kudasai. Kudasai. Kyoukasho no tepu o kite kudasai. Why am I pausing? Like, should be able to say kite kite kite. Why can't I go just change from te to kudasai? It's not that hard. Kite kudasai. Kite kudasai. Kite kudasai. O kite kudasai. Kyoukasho kyoukasho sho sho kyoukasho no tepu o kite kudasai. Whew. I think that's the best I can do for now. Please listen to the tape that goes with the textbook. Simon was saying choto oshiete oshiete oshiete. Oof. Okay, let's see if I can oshiete. And of course I didn't type anything. Oshiete oshiete. Okay. Simon was saying choto oshi, and immediately I forget how to say it. Oshiete. Simon was saying choto oshiete kudasai. Feel like I said that one all right? Excuse me, please teach me a little. Okay, where was I? A verbal te form. No, yes, no, yes. A verbal te form plus more ides. Wait, no. From a moment there, I thought said something wrong. Moides means you may do, which describes an activity that is permitted. To ask for permission, you can turn it into a question. Te mo I desu ka? Te mo I desu ka? Kyoukasho o mi te mo I desu ka? May I see that the textbook? Kyoukasho o mi te moi desu ka? May I see the textbook? Hi, mi te moi desu yo. You may. To deny somebody permission to something, you can use the te form plus hi, 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 hi ke masen. Hi, hi, wa? Hi, hi, hi ke masen. Hi ke masen. It would be a bit easier to say it. Hi, ke, ke masen. Ke masen. Ke masen. Don't go. Is it a is it W? Is it what? What? Why Kemasin? Is that right? See, see, I don't know if that's a particular or not. So I assumed it wasn't, but might have been. Ides, ides, ie kyoukasho o mite. Is that e o mi te wa ha ike masen. Ie kyoukasho o mi mite wa ikimasen. Kemasen. Ikemasen. So you can use a te form in te form if you want to combine two or more verbs, as in the description. In as in describing a sequence of events or actions. Sorry, I was trying to stop a yawn. I didn't. I did. I did this and then did that. In other words, the te form does the work of and with verbs. Note that two verbs cannot be joined by to, which only connects nouns. No, noto, notebook, noto o kaete, karete, kobi. No, I'm not. Ko pi shimasu. Ko, is that a ko? Am I mistaken? No, I'm not. Ko shimasu. I don't know. Okay. I'm assuming that's that word, but that doesn't sound. I'm assuming that first. I thought it would sound the same, but it does not. So I need to get that assumption out of my head. Not all katakana words sound like the English counterparts. If you talking to a very close friend or a member of your family, a te form by itself can be used as respect. You. I can't even see that. What is that? Can't see that character. Is it a ha? Ma? What is it? Key? Is it a key? Open the window. Mado. Mado o. Mado o. Okete. Okete. Akete. Mado o akete. Mado o akete. 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 I don't know. It feels like I'm not saying it right. Okay. Kyo wa. Kyo wa. Roku ji ni okite. Okite. Benkyo. Benkyo shimashita. Today I got up at 6 and studied. Shokudo shokudo ni ite hiru gohan o tabemashou. Tabemashou. Let's go to the cafeteria and have lunch. Masho. The te forms of a verb can also be used to connect a verb more loosely with the rest of a sentence. If in the first example below, the verb in the te form describes the manner in which the action described by the second verb is performed in the second example. The te forms describes the situation for the which the apology is made. Okay, let me read that again. Okay, did not read it fluidly and I understood nothing that went on. The te forms of a verb can be also okay, the te forms of a verb can be where am I seeing be? Can also the te forms of a verb can also be used to connect a verb more loosely with the rest of a sentence. In the first example below, the verb in the te form describes the manner in which the action described by the second verb is performed. In the second example, the te form describes the situation of which the apology is made. Basu ni no te kaisho kaisho shusha kaisha ni ikimasu. I go to work by bus. Kyoukasho kyoukasho o wasurite 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 wasurete wasurete. Sumimasen. I am sorry for not bringing in the textbook. A sentence that ends with kara because explains the reason of the reason or the course of the situation and proposal and so forth. Why am I'm struggling so much today. Watashi wa konban benkyo shimasu. Shimasu. Yeah, shimasu. I thought it was shimata. Watashi wa konban ben. Watashi wa. And I immediately stop. Watashi wa konban benkyo shimasu. Okay. See, I think that the problem is I have a habit of, obviously, in my English as well, trying to break up when I'm reading the words so I can like catch my breath and slow my brain down a little bit so that it doesn't get ahead of itself. And it seems like I'm doing that here. Watashi wa. Okay, let's see if I can. Watashi wa konban benkyo shimasu. Watashi wa Watashi wa, and immediately stop it. Watashi wa, watashi wa konban benkyo ma, and then shimasu. Okay, at least I got to pass this, the first bit. Ashita testo ga arimasu kara. Ashita testo ga arimashita. Arimashi. Where's the where? Okay, it's okay. Calm down. I can read this. Ashita testo ga arimasu kara. Ashita testo ga arimashita. Why am I saying the negative form? The negative past form, whatever. Ashita testo ga arimasu kara. Okay. I think that's the best that I can do for now. I will study this evening because we will have an exam tomorrow. Bas basu ni basu ni basu ni no rimashou. Taku, and then I've what is this one? Eyes pointing up. No. Where is it? Is she? Am I right? Is it she? Is it she? She? Yes, it is she. Yes. Okay. So it is basu ni onere. Basu ni norimashou. There. Taku she takoshi taxi takushi wa takai desu kara. Let's go by bus. Taxis are expensive. In lesson 5, we learned mashoka means let's, and mashoka is also used in the sense of let me do, in offering assistance. If you see someone having a hard time opening a lid of a bottle, for example, you can offer help by saying watashi ga yarimashouka. Yarimashouka. I will do it. In the explanation clause may also precede the situation clause. Thus, the first example above can also be paraphrased as watashi testo ga arimasu kara. Ashita. Did I say watashi at the beginning here? Why this word is so easy? It's ashita. Why am I literally freezing every time I want to start? Ashita testo ga arimasu kara. Watashi wa konban benkyo. Let's get some help quickly. Benkyo. I literally heard it and immediately said it wrong. Benkyo. Okay. Watashi wa konban benkyo shimasu. Okay, that's the best I can do for now. We will discuss this further in lesson 9. Okay, maybe this sentence appears in lesson 9 and I can maybe do better. Or the per or the or the person who is carrying a heavy bag. Ni motsu o mochimashouka. Ni motsu o mochimashouka. Mashoka chimashouka. Mochimashouka. O mo o mo o mochimashouka. O mochimashouka. Motsu o mochimashouka. Shall I carry the bag for you? Carry your bag. Ni motsu o mochimashouka. I was on such a good road. Ni motsu o, and then I forgot what the next. Mo. Ni motsu o mochimashouka. There we go. Shall I carry the bag? Carry your bag. Okay. Although both aso asoi and osoku means late, they have different usages since osoi is the adjective and osoku is the adverb. Adverb. Osoi modifies nouns or works as a predict. Back to learning English mid lesson because I don't know. Predictates. I don't know. Predicate. Is that it? No, predicate. What? What does predicate mean? What? Predicate. What? Predicate. What does predicate mean? The part of a sentence or clause containing a verb with the stating something about the subject. Went home. Okay, kind of understood it, but not fully. Predicate and osoku modified verbs. Kono ichiji ni ne mashita. Okay, this is what I was struggling saying because I saw the kara at the end and my brain just thought it was the shita at the end, which wasn't. Kono ichiji ni ne mashita. I went to bed at 1 o'clock yesterday. Asoi desu ne. Asoi desu ne. Asoi desu ne. It's late. Shumatsu ni wa 10時頃起きて10時頃起きて遅い遅い朝ごは Seriously, this is lunch or breakfast. No, it's breakfast. And I struggled with it. This is a word I know extremely well. But because I didn't read the head and I read part for part, I butchered it. It is asogohan. I should have known. Yet I forgot. Osoi asogohan o tabemasu. Hey, that was easy. On weekends, I get up at around 11, around 10. What is going on with me? I get up around 10 and eat late breakfast. Okay. That's good to know. Kono osoku nemashita. I went to bed late yesterday. You can also apply the rule to hayaku, hayai, hayai, hayaku, hayai, 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 hayai. Tomata, tomo is normally used with arigato, as in domo arigato, thank you very much, or with sumimasen, as in domo sumimasen, I am very sorry, thank you very much. When used alone, it is an abbreviation of domo arigato, domo, domo arigato, domo sumimasen. Therefore, when you want to show your gratitude or regret, you can use the saying domo instead of saying a long sentence. Domo functions in many ways depending on the situation. Some people use domo as hello and goodbye. Or words, or words, or many words that begin with or can also be used without it. Osoko des, asoko des. No. I don't know. I'm getting confused. Let's not get ahead of myself. Many words that start with the "or" can be used without it. Or is in such words simple in such words simply adds smoothness and nuance of social refinement without changing the meaning of a word. Okay, I'm surprised I said that smoothness, nuance, and social refinement without much struggle. That kind of caught me off guard. Example: o osake, kane, kane, okane, furo, ufuro, ofuro, ofuro. Oof. Okay, and finally at the practice bit. Holy cow, it's taken me an hour and 20 minutes to get to the practice bit. And the part that I wanted to remember, which was this one. This one. Okay, which one was it? As the forms are concerned, we observe that u verbs that end with ru have the small tsu. Ru verbs that end with ru do not. Okay, te forms are concerned, and we observe ru verbs that end with ru. Okay. 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 I kind of understand, so let's see if I can actually put it into practice. Literally. Okay. Change the following verbs to te forms. Okay. Okay. Don't know if that's a te form. That's a u. That's a u verb. Yeah, that's a u verb, but that doesn't matter. Or does it? Does it matter? Is it? Eh? Hmm. Does this become kate with the small tsu? Yomu. Does this become yote? See, these ones are a little bit confusing. That's why I don't really do practice. So let's get one that I can say for sure. So this is a reverb that looks like a reverb. So it's ku, 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 te, ku, te, ku, te, with the small tsu. So then this one would be kate without the small. I'm a bit confused now. Very confused. But anyways, I'll come back to the practice once I know a bit more, because right now I'm just going to get confused myself. Lesson 6. Okay. Okay, family picture time. Okay. Well, it's taken me over an hour and 20 minutes to finally get to the end of it, but I am finally here, and I'm quite at the limit of my brain capacity right now. So I'm going to stop, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow when I stream again. Bye. Thank you so much for joining, I should say as well. Bye.